Well, I missed something here. Traps through. I think, I might be wrong, it was a gray fox. You can't really tell about that track, but it's small. I think it may be a gray fox, I don't know. Like I say, I don't have a lot of fox knowledge. I ain't got a whole bunch. Gray fox are making a comeback. I hope they get pretty thick around here. I'd like to get to know more about them. I think we're allowed 4 gray fox, I think it is, but hardly ever get one or see any sign of them. But this year and last year there's started to be more of them. We've got on our trail cameras, we've got 3 on them, and then my buddy lives about a mile 2 miles away. He's got 6 on his camera, so they're starting to make a comeback. I'll get this set remade and head on down the line. I'm going to get some more Bobcat traps out. I'm going to throw a little beaver caster lure in here, just give it a little bit different smell too. Alright guys, I'm up on the side of a ridge. You probably can't see it, but there's a big wash goes right down through there. And then right just about 15 yards right through there, there's another one. Real deep washes. I come right over here, and this is kind of an experiment set. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I don't even know what you'd call it. I don't know, a trench cubby maybe. But when I catch them beavers, I'll let our dogs and stuff eat them. It's real good for them. But I took one of the carcasses and I haywired it off to this tree right here. That way if something does get up here and don't get caught, it can't just run off with it. It's got to work for it. I blocked down the sides pretty good. Put 2 traps in right here. Made a little trench for them. One's about 18 inches back, the other one's about 24 inches back. I got step sticks on each side of them. And I put Bobcat number 1 right here on this cotton ball. Then I've got some cat collector under there. I've got some cat fancy under there. And then I put some Dixie cat right there in the rib cage. And right up here I hung a coffee filter for a flag. And it's pretty open trees in here. So I'm hoping that this set will produce. I know the cats run this right through here and come up these draws. But I don't know how well this set's going to. I got thinking about it yesterday and knew I had these carcasses laying out there, so I figured why not try to see if it works. But we'll see. Alright guys, I'm up on this ridge. It opens up a little over there, but right here on this edge it's thick. Briars and stuff. Cats love this kind of stuff. If you wonder what kind of locations you need to be in for cats, if you've ever went rabbit hunting or quail hunting, the places you'd go hunt them, that's where you go to hunt cats. They love the thick stuff, that's where they hunt. I mean, you can tell this stuff's thick. But this is another experimental set right here. I've got a trap on each side, guarded down, where they've got one way to go in, one way to check it out. Now, I put leaves on the bottom. That way it kind of looks, I don't know, just I thought it needed leaves on the bottom. Hung a little flag up on the inside, put some Bobcat number 1 on it. And then another thing I done, my little brother has a pet rabbit. Keeps it in a pen. I don't know if it's going to work, but it seemed like a real good idea when I thought of it yesterday. I went and got this little deal, and I put some of that rabbit crap in it. And I put some of that right in the center back there. You probably can't see it. And then I put Dixie cat, cat collector, and cat fancy in there too. all kinds of smells coming out of there, along with that rabbit poop. And got 2 traps, one on each side, like I say. Then I'm gonna hang a flag also right here off this limb. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I had that laying at the house, and I was like, well, might as well try that. I'm always thinking of different ways to set traps, guys. I experiment with all kinds of stuff. Some of it works, and some of it definitely don't work. But thought y'all would like to see that. We'll see if it works. Oh, another thing I should tell you, I drilled a hole through this also in the bottom, and I drove a T-bar stake through there. That way, if it comes up and goes trying to roll that around, it can't just take off with it. That T-bar will hold it down pretty good. And I didn't have no hay wire with me. What I was going to do on top of that was run some hay wire around it and tie it off that tree, but I didn't have none. So hopefully that'll work though, like it is. I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. It always does. That little hammer I carry to dig my trenches and my trap beds with, I run off and left it at that last set, so I got to drive back down the ridge. But I went ahead and put this set in best I could. It ain't got the eye peel it should, but this is a lot rockier than I thought it would be, and didn't have that little hammer, so I had to use a sledgehammer and knock a trap bed in. But I put one of the beaver carcasses right back there, put Wildcat #1 on that cotton ball you can see. Then I put Cat Collector, Cat Fancy, and Dixie Cat on there. I got 2 traps. That first one's about 2 foot back, and this other one's about 3 foot back. Didn't have enough dirt to cover them, so I had to take grass and cover them. I extension cabled off to that tree. Hung a flag right here and put Unfair Advantage on it. Unfair Advantage will glow at dark. But I'm just kind of up beside this hill. But there's pipeline runs right down through here. That flag will catch anything's eye down there, more than likely. Then I got a bottom right down here. It gets real thick. Cat's gonna be running that. And right over here, this fence line and that whole pasture right there is thick. Them cats are gonna be running all that. Got tall sage grass down there. They'll run through all that. Now I got a little bit of a rock bluff runs right down through there. I got a high line right away that goes down through here. Real good intersection right here. That flag will hopefully catch your eye and we'll get one caught here. Alright guys. This landowner here, he had a bulldozer come through and clear out a spot. He's going to build a fence through here. And then had some seismographers come through, and he had them do a bunch of mulching through here too. Opened it up real good. Used to this is real grew up like that right there. It's real thick. But there's a faint little trail through here. And I caught a lot of cats here over the years. I figure it's still going to be good since they've done that. It ought to be even better since they'll be able to see my set from further. But he got right through there clearing. It goes right off there. There's a bluff just right under us. And then you can't really tell it, but that trail goes around these cedars and goes right through there. I had to hang my flag behind my set, but I put Unfair Advantage on it. They ought to be able to see it pretty good ways. And that dirt was piled up from that bulldozer right here. I punched a hole straight down, dug me a trench out. I put me 2 traps here. That first trap is probably 14, 16 inches back from the hole. My back trap's about 2.5 foot from the hole. And I got my stepping sticks on each side to keep them centered up on my traps. And I blocked it down on both sides with these limbs with all these leaves on them, where they can't see that set from the sides. They've got to come to the front of it and go in. Can't work it from the back or the sides or anything. And I put a Cat Collector, Wildcat #1, Wildcat #2, and Dixie Cat in there. Maybe we'll have some luck here. It's always been a good spot. I don't see why it'd change. It ought to be just even better now since I cleared it out. But here we go. On to the next, I guess. Alright guys, I'm gonna side this ridge. And it's thick in here. Cat paradise. It's thick, briars and stuff. Looks real good. Got a lease road comes in right there. I've always wanted to trap up here and finally got permission. I've always thought there'd be a lot of cats. I talked to that guy, and not only he said a cat, but he got me excited. Said there's a bunch of gray fox up here. Said he's got 10 or so on camera. Now I got excited over that. But I mainly made this set for cats, but like I say, I don't really know much about gray fox. I know you can catch them in dirt holes and stuff, but I'm trying to catch cats too, and a gray fox, so I just kind of made right here wasn't a real good spot, but I found these two logs that's feed together like that. And just cleared the leaves out. I put my trap right here, about 18 inches back. Put a portable pocket right there. Put some cotton balls up in there. In that portable pocket I put Wildcat #1 and cat collector in it. I've heard guys have good luck with cat collector on gray fox. I put a flag right there. I don't know. We'll see what happens here, but it looks like a really good spot for bobcats, and I think it'd be a good spot for gray fox. But we'll go on down through here and find another spot for one. Alright guys, I'm down in between two little knolls. Got a little branch creek thing that runs right through there. Got a little four-wheeler trail goes right down through here. It's screwed up with briars in here, real thick. I come right off the edge, this four-wheeler trail. Put a little, took my little hammer and dug out a little trail out from underneath that little log. Trap's right back here, about 18 inches back. Step sticks kind of guided him where that's the only place he can come in. Put gator bait and a cat collector underneath there. And dug just that little trench right through there. It's only about 2 inches wide. Just kind of get their eye. And I'm gonna hang a flag right here off of this little limb.